Facebook, YouTube, and IG. How are we? How are we all? Back for daily live number 21. We missed a couple of days, guys. Had our Easter long weekend, which was nice. So hopefully everyone had a nice Easter. But I did miss a few days. It's part of what I'm going to talk about today. While we do our work, I'm going to be talking about habits and how habits really do set you free once they're set up. And when I was going live every single day, it became a habit quite quickly. That was pretty easy for me to stick to. And then when I missed a couple of days, that also became a habit that overrode the good habit. So you've really got to be vigilant at all times with making sure that you're not falling into patterns that aren't serving you. So daily lives are back. This is number 21. We're going to be doing a little bit of calf work today. So I'm just going to set up a timer. We're just going to do some straight leg calf raises and some bent knee calf raises, all single leg. So it's going to be, a minute on each, 15 seconds off. And then we'll just work through all of them. So it's a really good book. I'm just going to start out with a straight leg raise. And I find if you come back on an angle like that, you can get to a little bit more depth with your raise. So there's a really good book written on habits by a guy called James Clear. It's called Atomic Habits. And he talks about all the different things and ways you can help yourself in creating habits. But essentially, the more often you repeat a task, the more you're sort of reinforcing that thing. So that means if you're doing something, say, once a day compared to something once an hour, you're going to create a habit once an hour faster than once a day and faster than once a week or once a month. So if you're doing something once a month, it might take you a year to create a habit. Ooh, fuck, that got pretty spicy pretty fast. And our brains are pretty, they're very energy hungry. They're about, I think 5% of the mass of your total body. They use about 20-25% of the energy. And they're lazy. So what your brain's going to do is try and create shortcuts so that it doesn't have to think. And these are your habits. These are the subroutines that it can just automatically run without too much conscious effort, without too much processing power. And these are your habits. And there's good habits and bad habits. They're not, your brain doesn't think of them as good or bad, they just are. So, minute on that side. That got really spicy. I'm about to go out and do a trail run too, which is going to be fun. Yeah, so I was going live every single day. 20 days in a row we did. And it got to the point where it was really easy. I was just waking up, coming down here, doing my live. Usually after a coffee and a bit of planning and writing down what's going on for the day. So now we're doing a bent knee calf raise if you guys hadn't picked that up. And then over Easter, I actually exercised for a couple of days. So we went out running, we went out hiking, we did a couple of things. Went out on the bikes. So I couldn't make the 7 a.m. time slot. But straight away I just fell into this 5 seconds is enough for me. Straight away I fell into this pattern of just not getting up and doing the live, even if I was already awake. It's amazing how it only took sort of 4 or 5 days for the default to change. The default was not getting up and doing the lives. It's really, really fascinating how our brains work. Okay, bent knee on this side. So bent knee calf raise, we're getting into the soleus. When we do a calf raise with a straight knee, we're getting into a gastrocnemius. So different parts of the calf do different things. If you're a runner, your soleus is super important. So you want to be doing bent knee calf work a lot. 15 more seconds here, and then we're done. Spicy. So today was a corrective movement, guys. Corrective movement being the calves. An area that is super important if you're doing any sort of running. Doing pretty much anything athletic, you need good calves. It's an area I need to do a little bit of work on. I saw just how fast my calves were fatiguing then, so it's something I have to go and spend a bit of focus on for a while again. As is the case with training, especially doing what I do in obstacle racing. You sort of do a race and you're like, oh fuck, my grip's where it needs to be, but my hill running's no good, or my hill running's good, my grip's suffering. So then I'll go away and spend time focusing on those things. So lives are back, guys. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be back with a workout, 7 a.m. my time, Australian Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, you all have a good day.